Hotel was going down. I'm Donald Nelson with Supreme Confidence. You're listening to today's episode of the Queen of the South Reverberation podcast on the Confidence in the Klutch Network. It's a game of basketball, a game of life. You got to have confidence in the clutch. Practice makes confidence. Pressure makes diamonds. Stay sucker free. Keep it a buck like Milwaukee. Stay woke or get out. You can't fit in when you're standing out. Colorism is dead. Black is black. White is white. Brown is brown. Yellow is yellow. Get your confidence together. Get your clutch together. Listen to Apple Podcasts, Google Play Music, YouTube, and at confidenceintheclutch.podbean.com. Subscribe, rate, and review is important. Visit us on Facebook at Confidence in the Clutch. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram at K&K. Coming up, we're going to talk about previous show, episode 412, and the season finale for season 4, episode 413, Vienan Por, English translation, come for you. Open the scene of the shows in the scene and next season's predictions for episode 501. The confidence starts right now. 3, 2, 1. Confidence on 3, in the clutch on 6. 1, 2, 3.
Confidence.
4, 5, 6.
In the clutch.
Confidence in the clutch.
Whoa, that was a way to end a season. This season, the Queen of the South showed a lot of things, which we'll get into later. But man, what a way to end the season with James popping up like that, Joe. Like, James, really, James? Yes, James popping up. I knew it. Remember I said it? I had James down. Excuse me. I had James down. Let me see. I had James down. Let me see. I got it right here. You know, I kept a running log, everybody. I had James episode 5. So I had James episode 5, Devin Finch episode 10, and Camilla episode 12. So James, I was 1 for 3, 33%. I'll take that. But let's jump into it. So at the end of 412, right, we have Teresa wakes up from her coma, says we killed them all, right? So now we in 413. Remember they went, no, that was 411, 413, 412. They went in and they said, okay, they went down there, got the dope dealer. She found out that Lafayette, her and Pote was on, is that Ocean Drive and down south, in South Beach, Miami, Ocean Drive. And found out that Lafayette killed Tony. So, and then they had to figure out what they're going to do. So here we go. Fast forward to Vienan Por, right? For this week, which in English is come for you. So who they coming for? The motherfucking judge, right? Current episode synopsis. Teresa must solidify a new business deal to take down an enemy, but an unexpected visitor arrives. We know who that was. We knew it was James. Happy Labor Day to everybody. We're recording this Monday, September 2nd, 5:34. This episode should have been done Saturday, Sunday at the latest, but I've been working hard. Is what it is. Let's jump into it, though. Network is booming, though. 5 things to know about episode 14. Teresa, first of all, we know what's going on. She wants to meet with Oksana's cousin, Kostya, in New York, but, you know, Oksana like, I don't know, Teresa, if you're ready for that, but Oksana should know Teresa's ready for everything. Dumas is ready for war with Teresa, like against Lafayette. Dumas makes a deal with the judge to kill Teresa, but instead set the judge up, which is gangster. But that could have been a very bad situation, could have turned the other way. They killed mad cops, though, but Randall got away. So Teresa was dealing with that. She was dealing with, we know Lafayette has something to deal with Tony being dead, right? So how we going to write this? And then she finds out throughout the episode, Javier tells her what happened, right? So let's go to number 2. Javier. He learned everything about Amelia from the judge's son, right? And that shit just tore him apart. The who and the why. Yeah, I mean, he get to Amelia about it, he's in pain. He lets Boaz know, you know, Javier, he told Teresa the truth, though. Like, Pote was ready to kill him, right? So judge think Teresa ordered to hit. She lets Javier live for now, but, you know, she tried to make a deal with the judge. And one thing she did tell Javier, if you would have let me know, I could have protected you. Now I can't because we got to get Oksana back. Got eye for an eye shit. So the judge want Javier for killing his nephew. So Javier volunteers because he knows he's going to die, but he has to pay for it because they made it all the way through. So if anything is on that Romeo and Juliet shit, my woman died, I want to be with her. I want to die with her. But he took Randall with him. Anybody know MC8, Count the Most Wanted? MC8 had an album back in 94. And he had a song called Take Two with Me. Talking about take 2 law enforcement officials with him. if it ever go down. You might want to listen to that song, because when he did that shit, when he hopped up out the trunk, random talking all that shit and finna burn him up, burn him alive, take two with me. He hopped up with all the rest of his little energy that the good Lord gave him, and he got his ass, and it was time for Randall to go. Everybody wanted Randall to go. This motherfucker would stick his pinky in a drink to taste it. I gotta need to Google why he do that, but it's just some country shit. But down south type shit. Rest in peace, Javier. That was a G move though. Third takeaway: King George, my man, he back, right? Finds out Teresa didn't abstain from Birdie's death, didn't do what she said she was gonna do, didn't avenge Birdie's death, right? And he face to face with Birdie's killer and asks why he killed him. Like he said, it was an eye for eye, man. We had to. So that was big, because he told King George, man, we gonna start another war. If you kill me right now, it's gonna start another war. We good. So King George just had to fall back for right now. Do I think King George gonna let that shit ride? No. Do we think if anything pop off between Dumas and Teresa, that's the first motherfucker to go? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Now, and if I'm not mistaken, that's the same cat that was dealing with Randall all that time, if I'm not mistaken, right? So he's still around for a reason. Fourth thing, Judge Lafayette. He's still around. He's not dead, but he's lost everyone close to him, just like Teresa. He lost his nephew, he lost Randall, and then he lost his son, right? So when it was going down, you know, Pote was trying to kill the judge. Yeah, Gina had big shoes to fill. The little prostitute lady or whoever he was trying to can't say prostitute lady, but I guess she would be considered a prostitute that he came every Wednesday like at 12:30 to take advantage of. Yeah, she that was a problem. So just trying to figure that out. That was a problem. But because Randall got wind of what's going on, Mr. Judge, but they get to busting at each other. So Judge gets Oksana, triggers her for Javier. All that shit happened. Javier killed Randall. He get home. He shook to go in his greenhouse to see that Davis kills himself in the greenhouse. It was too much. When he brought Javier out in the country and let Davis know, hey, he killed your cousin, the look on Davis' face like, what? It was too much for Davis to have. So even though Davis was a G and did things and made things come out, the medicine that he was taking kept him alive. Because depression is something, whereas if you're depressed and have thoughts of killing yourself, that medicine makes you have more suicidal thoughts. But then when you're off of it, you're in your right state of mind, so you might go ahead and do it. That mental health is real, y'all. If you know anybody suffering, please get them help. I've been talking this whole weekend about how we would go to the doctor if we got a cough, a sore throat, a sprained ankle, our knee hurt, our back hurt, but we won't go when we have a sad day, when we feel worthless, when we feel overwhelmed to talk to somebody that's not in our family or our friends that's going to give us an honest opinion of what's going on. So I'm glad they brought mental health into the show. I'm glad they brought how Mexican Americans, Latino Americans are looked upon in the South. I'm glad about all that. And the fifth thing, I told y'all, Eddie shows up, gets Teresa to confess. It was just right? The way he did it. And you know what I'm saying? Next thing we know, my boy James showed up, man. They out there trying to figure out how we got to get to New York. Car pull up screeching. James jump out, shot in the stomach. Like, man, they coming for you, Teresa type shit, right? So my thing, Eddie was working for the feds all along. So now we know Teresa. So now, because Teresa admitted to Eddie who the fuck she was, now they got that on record. Now they coming for her, even though they knew who Teresa was. But now we got to take her out because she is truly the queen of the motherfucking South, yo. Shout out to Teresa Mendoza. Now, that was a way to end a season, right? It was a hell of a way to end a season. A lot of things happened. We've seen Teresa take this turn to be more ruthless. She still's calculated, but she's ruthless, and she'll kill a motherfucker. She got to. And we've seen her lose everything too. She lost everybody that was close to her. She got Pote now. Now James is back, right? So this next season is going to be bananas. But listen, according to them, at the end of the show, they were saying we took Phoenix, New Orleans, and Miami in 3 months, according to them on the show. So next up, season 5, She needs to move to New York. She wants to meet with Katya. Is that what? Let me see the name. Kostya. She wants to meet with Oksana's cousin Kostya, but remember Oksana said, you don't want that. You don't want dude to know you. If you do, it's gonna be a problem. Like, he don't play no games. Knowing Teresa be having these little issues, she think it might not be in Teresa's best interest to meet dude. But it's over with now. They got her back. They got Oksana back, and we ready to go. So my thing is this: Operation gonna move to New York for the final season. Yes, I said it, the final season. I believe next season will be the final season. They just got renewed for one more season. It shouldn't take this long to get renewed. USA is going through a whole bunch of things, and I wouldn't mind if Netflix bought the motherfucker like they did, not bought it, but picked it up like they did Designated Survivor. That was a great show. Now Netflix can get a little bit more grimier with it because it's on Netflix and not network TV. So I would love for Queen of the South to go to possibly Netflix, but if we're in season 5, that's it. Because remember, in episode 412, down when she took Gordo crib, that's the crib they come and shoot her at in the beginning of the first pilot episode. In the beginning, she got on all white. We know now from going to Dos Santos Priestess, she got to wear all white, right, for protection. She get killed in all white, where they shoot her up in all white in the crib with the helicopter. So that's somebody big. Now, is that Oksana people? Is that Kostya? Or is it the feds? That's what we're going to find out. All right, we're going to roll the dice. We're going to roll the dice and say it's the feds. We're going to say it's Devin Finch and them that kills her. That's what I'm going with. Now, I think Teresa's going to get even more gangster because we're going to be in New York too. Like she says, the financial district of the financial capital of the world. And James is back for a reason, y'all. But one thing he said, they're trying to kill. They're going to kill you. Who? We know he works for Devin Finch, but who else? Who is he involved in? Because he's always doing undercover stuff. All I know is Queen of the South is one of my favorite shows. I'm glad that I got introduced to it. Shout out Tanya for introducing me to it. And it's all good. So now we let Queen of the South rest. Let it lay. Focus on power. All right. On the network, I got the Power Reverberation podcast coming tonight. I got Love Affair Discussions, Reboot, Rebirth, episode 47, coming tonight. It was recorded. You can catch it on Facebook right now. I'm dropping that. I have for Kings Only, episode 9. Got to do the YouTube for LAD and for KO, right? For Kings Only at Love Affair Discussion. And man, it's all good. We moving and working, yo. So thanks for the support. Thank you for being a Queen of the South supporter. Thank you for loving the same show I love. I love that, right? We can talk about something, right? It's all good. It's all form of entertainment. So, get your confidence together. Get your clutch together. Listen on Apple Podcasts, Google Play Music, YouTube, and at confidenceintheclutch.podbean.com. Subscribe, rate, and review. It's important. Visit us on Facebook at Conference in the Clutch. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram at K&K. Y'all, it was a great ride this season, man. I love this. It's not an ending. Until next time, y'all know how we do it. Everybody that, if you only follow this podcast, try the other ones out. But if you just follow this one, I appreciate you for just following this one. Have a safe and healthy night. To next season until we know some new notes, y'all. So probably about March, April, y'all might hear from me from Queen of the South again. Everybody, man, have a safe and productive rest of 2019. A great 2020, the beginning of it. Stay safe, stay dangerous out here. Have a safe and healthy night, y'all. Safe and healthy night. Happy Labor Day. 3, 2, 1. Confidence on 3, in the clutch on 6. 1, 2, 3.
Confidence.
4, 5, 6.
In the clutch.
Confidence in the clutch.